Hi, this is Brian Begley with enCloud9. Today's topic is marketing campaigns in Dynamics 365. This is the second video in our series on the free marketing applications and tools that are included with your Dynamics 365 sales licenses. We're going to talk about how to use campaigns, how to create them, and how to track them against your leads and your opportunities so that you can see how profitable your marketing campaign efforts are. But before we get started, if you're in need of Dynamics 365 implementation or support, please reach out to us at enCloud9. We've successfully completed over 500 Dynamics 365 projects across different industries in the last 20 years, and we'd love to help you out as well. Visit enCloud9.com to learn more or send us a message at sales@enCloud9.com. Let's get started. So to access campaigns, you're going to want to be in the Sales Hub, and you're going to want to scroll down to the bottom of the left-hand side navigation and go to the Campaigns area. When you click on it, you're going to see a list of your currently active campaigns. We have customized our view here because we've added some fields to this table that will allow us to show the profitability of campaigns. We're going to get into that as we go along, but let's step right into how we create a marketing campaign. So I'm going to click on the plus new button, just like you would always do. We're going to hide this new form fill assist header, and we're going to give our campaign a name. And today we're going to create a new campaign based around the idea of a trade show. So we're going to create the autumn trade show, and we're going to set the campaign type from advertisement to event. Now, there are many types of campaigns that you can track within Dynamics 365. They can be advertising, direct marketing, co-branding, other. Of course, your business might want to customize this. Here at enCloud9, we've added some campaign types like web advertising, pay-per-click marketing. This list here is pretty ancient, so feel free to customize this campaign type to fit your needs. So we're going to start the autumn trade show. We're going to give it a proposed start. Since it's an autumn trade show, we're going to start it in September 1st, and we're going to wrap it up maybe at the end of October is how we're going to schedule this. So I'm going to click save. And when I save this record, I have a few more fields that I can start looking at. Now, we do have the ability to type in a description, which is always useful, especially for trade shows that you're going to be attending year after year. Give you an idea of what the trade show is about. There's a timeline so you can create tasks and emails and phone calls. You can also link Teams chats to your campaign. So if you're having internal conversations about your campaign, you can link them to the timeline. Over on the right side, we have the marketing lists, we have the leads, and the campaign activities subgrids for all of those type of records that are associated with this campaign. And we're going to start with leads in a few seconds. We also have a couple of places to record the costs of our marketing campaign. So in this case, for example, I'm going to create a cost here under campaign activities. I'm going to click on campaign activities, click on the three dots, create a new campaign activity, and I'm going to say this is trade show fees. Okay, and it's pretty straightforward. You need to put in allocated budget. In other words, how much those trade show fees are going to be. And then when you complete the show, you might want to fill in what the actual cost of that campaign activity was. I'm just going to fill in both right now since we're trying to show this pretty quickly. And so now we show that we have an activity cost for this trade show of $17,500. Next thing I want to do is we're going to now pretend that this campaign has already happened. We already went to the trade show, and maybe as part of this trade show, we got a lead list. We can use the import feature to import those leads into Dynamics 365. But when we import these leads, we want to make sure that we have a column for the source campaign on those leads, and it's using this value of the autumn trade show so that any leads that are created are tied to the autumn trade show. So we'll be able to know when we're doing our sales processes how we got this lead. So I'm just going to manually create a brand new lead here. Can go directly from that subgrid. When I do that, the lead is automatically linked to the autumn trade show. So let me type in my information, just typing in the normal information you would put in when you're creating a record. This is all I need to get started. I'm going to put in the lead source though, and we're going to say that it actually came from a trade show. So let's just save and close, fill in this lead. What I want to show you at this point is how when you create leads from trade shows and link them all together, as those leads are qualified to opportunities, you can view the profitability of your marketing campaign. So let's go through a lead. We're going to open up up Joe Show, and I'm going to do my usual sales process of a lead. I'm going to qualify that lead. So let's pretend we're doing all of this actions. I'm going to click on qualify. But before we do that, I want to show you. Over here on the right side of the screen, it says the lead source was a trade show, and the source campaign is the autumn trade show. Now let's qualify this lead. It's going to create an account. It's going to create a contact for Joe. It's going to create one opportunity here, and I'm going to click that button there to qualify. So we've created our opportunity. The opportunity comes up, and let's take a look at this. So when you get an opportunity, of course, you're going to go through your normal sales process, but you'll see right here, the opportunity is linked to that original source campaign. So let's say that I've talked to Joe. I have some idea of the revenue that we might be receiving if we were to reach out to him and make a sale. I'm going to fill in my estimated revenue. I'm going to fill in an estimated close date. I'm going to save this record. Now, if I go back to the autumn trade show, you'll see that when I calculate the estimated revenue roll up, it's going to tie out that we have an estimated revenue of $95,000 from this campaign. This is a custom field we built into the system, and the total cost of the campaign was $17,500. You'll also see that Joe is showing still as a lead, but he's showing as a qualified lead. Now I'm going to go back to our opportunity. We're going to pretend we go through all the rest of the sales process, and now we're going to mark this opportunity as one. We're going to say instead of actual revenue of $95,000, we had actual revenue of $100,000 on this opportunity, and I'm going to mark save and close. So because we included that source campaign in our opportunity, I can go back to that source campaign and of course run that recalculation. In real life, it'll run every hour, so you don't necessarily need to do that. Now we can see that from our one lead from this trade show, we've made $100,000. Of course, your marketing campaigns, you're going to get a lot more than just one lead. You're going to convert a lot of those leads to opportunities, and a lot of those opportunities you're going to close. So this calculated actual revenue field and estimated revenue, they're going to be much larger, and you'll be able to really get a feel for the profitability of your marketing campaigns. Now, if I look at my campaign view of active campaigns, you're going to see that we have our list of marketing campaigns, and our view makes it very visible, but what are the most profitable campaigns that we have out there? Because we've added those two calculated revenue for estimated revenue and actual revenue. And so I really want you to think about when you're creating your leads, when you're creating the opportunities, make it a required field to include a source campaign, because that's going to make this reporting really visible. Now, in our next video, we're going to start talking about email templates, and that's going to lead into how to use marketing lists and how to use quick campaigns to send templated emails out to the people that you want to reach out to as part of your marketing campaigns. So we're just going to expand on what we've talked about here. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out to us, like and comment on the video, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much for listening today. I'm Brian Begley with enCloud9. I hope you have a great day.